Libras, welcome to your 2019 mid-month reading for January. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Rates, info, and email are below. Just send me an email. Keep in mind this is a general reading. It could be about love, family, friends, finance, business, career, or what have you. This is just a mid-month check-in. I'm not going to be citing dates anymore because people take that too literally, and I just don't like the whole time thing with the tarot. Okay, so we're just checking in on your energies for mid-month for January. Other things to mention, my 2019 Sun Moon readings are going up in my playlist, so go check those out. I think I passed the 100 point. I have 44 more to go, I think. Check out your 2018 Sun Moon readings, which are also in my playlist, to see if they rang true for you. I will always be working on my compatibility readings, which are in my playlist. I'm on the Instant Go app if you need a quick answer to a quick question at a reasonable price. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram, where I will be uploading my weeklies, so make sure you follow, like, or message me on there. Otherwise, let's get to what's going on. Okay, so we start off here with just like your general energies mid-month. We have the Emperor. That's the card of Aries, if that resonates for some of you. So you guys could be dealing with somebody who's a very strong personality. The Emperor in reverse is actually one of my cards that I like the least in the tarot deck. Very tyrannical, very aggressive energy. In the upright, the Emperor is like, okay, look, this is how we're going to do things. I like things a certain way. He's very assertive about how he does it, and yes, sometimes he could be a little bit of a control freak. In the reverse, it's times 10 for me, okay? And this person just really, they abuse their authority, they overuse their authority, they just, hold you under their thumb. It's a really unequal relationship. And I forgot to mention, the first thing I meant to mention is that there was a popper that came out when I was shuffling cards, and it was the Six of Pentacles, which was lack of reciprocity. So, and I just forgot to sidebar it. I was like, I'll mention it in the video, and I threw it back in the deck. So it was the Six of Pentacles. So all over, I kind of feel like maybe mid-month you guys are under somebody's control, under somebody's power. It could be an unreasonable boss. It could be somebody in your relationship who is telling you how things should go, and you're feeling very oppressed, and you're not feeling very free, okay? There is a side thing that goes along with Emperor for some of you, and it could just be that you guys need to break out of your routines. The Emperor in reverse is so, rigid and, wanting things a certain way, and they're just kind of telling you, break out of it, okay? But I'm getting more that it's a person that you guys are dealing with, and this person's just very hard to deal with, and if they don't get things their way, it's problematic, okay? Now, we move on to your challenge position. We have the Three of Maws. So the challenge is you guys are not considering other possibilities. You're not looking at other things that are available to you, other ways to do things, how to bring opportunities to you, okay? I'm also getting, for some of you, that if this is a relationship or a partnership, and it doesn't have to be love, whatever the situation you've gotten yourself into with this person, part of the challenge is asking yourself, why do I attract these kind of people? Or why am I attracted to these kind of people? I feel like this is the first time you've gotten into situations like this. I feel like for some reason, you're like the flame and they're the moth, and they're drawn to you, and then once you're kind of in it, you have a hard time shaking this person, or kind of, what have you. And that's what I'm getting with the Three of Wands, like having these kind of questions with you. Why do you get yourself in these situations? Why do you date these type of people? Why do you work for people like this? And that's a challenge for you, trying to figure that out. And being in this situation, or just in general, your challenge is not having other opportunities available to you. Not expanding, not being able to think big. So whatever this energy is that is non-reciprocal, or is kind of holding you or putting the squeeze on you, I feel like it's preventing you from larger opportunities that you could have. Could be even preventing you from travel. Some of you might want to be traveling, and you're disallowed to do so, or not able to do so. I also feel like for some of you, it's affecting your earning potential. You could be making more, you could be in a better position, you could be in a job that fulfills you more, but for some reason, because of this dynamic that's going on, that's not happening, okay? Now, in the advice column, we have the Nine of Maws. So, in reverse. So, Nine of Maws is really a card of, again, the theme seems to be coming up about fairness and opposition, and not being treated as you should be treated. And the Nine of Maws is being very paranoid, being very defensive, having someone pressing in on your boundaries and you not being comfortable with that, or just feeling like, why is this happening to me? Or feeling like you're under attack with the Nine of Maws. Now, so it's also about, and I think the dynamic here is that you've been putting in a lot of work and you're just, it seems unfair. You're not getting something in return. You're receiving little thanks. You're receiving very little appreciation. And I kind of think that's what's being set up here. So it's really about breaking out of this. Now, I know for some of you, some Libras can be very placating, can be very people pleasers. You might not want to have to confront this person and kind of tell them, listen, this is how it's going to be. You know, I'm not doing this anymore, especially because I feel like there's a wrath or some kind of strong confrontation that you're going to kind of have to do. But if you are going to do something like that, the advice that I'm getting from this is not to do it in a impulsive or hasty way. In other words, don't wait until something comes to a head and then blow up, especially if you have fire. If you have fire in your moon, or, you know, even air, be cautious with that, because I'm seeing for some of you it'll come to a head, and then when you say something, it's not going to come out pretty, okay? And it's going to be hasty. It's not going to be thought out. You didn't judge how you should have said it, okay? So be very careful not to, like, make a hasty judgment and decide to do something and say something, okay? Also, advice from this card is, you guys need to lighten up a little bit, okay? There's a lot of pressure on you. So if you guys need to go on a vacation, then go on a vacation. You know, try to return back to the Eight of Wands, where you go with the flow, and just kind of let things happen and let them play, and not get so upset because of them. But I am feeling the advice is you guys really need to take a break. You need to chill, because I feel like there's a pressure cooker kind of going on, and that something's going to happen, some kind of catalyst, and it's going to kind of blow up. Now, moving forward for this reading, we have the Ace of Dragonflies, which is great because this signifies a new beginning. So moving on from this reading, and it may be because of this reading, you're going to try, or you're going to have, or something's going to happen, manifest itself, a new cycle, and you're going to figure out how to fill your cup of emotions, because that's what it's like with the Ace of Cups. So this could be a new love. It could be the birth of a child. It could be some of you are getting married, hopefully not to this Emperor person. It could be, you know, a new direction, and it's really creative. It really appeals to, like I said, it really appeals to your emotions. It's fulfilling. It's it can also be a possibility of new money, or money coming in, because if something I get from this card, you ever get the saying, you know, the saying, it's not called work when you love what you do. It's not going to work when you love what you do, because it doesn't feel like it's working. I feel like for some of you it's going to be that you'll have a new opportunity, and it's almost like, I can't believe I'm getting paid to do this, okay? But I'm going to pull clarifiers on it, so we'll see what's going on. Can you please provide clarification on the Emperor? Why is the Emperor here for Libras? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Emperor. In reverse for Libras, please. But I am getting an unfair situation here. Person. Okay, this is somebody who you are invested in long-term. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is somebody, this is a long-term relationship you've been having. You've already invested in it, so this might be part of the problem. However this person is being, what you have put into it, what you have committed, what you have with this person. You could have property, you could have assets, you could have a family. It's not worth it to you to walk away. And with the Six of Swords in reverse, you don't plan on walking away. You can't seem to leave this situation. And like I said, it might just be because you're so tied into this. So, you know, you've been married for a long time, and, you know, the mortgage is just paid off, or, you know, the kids are just getting ready to go to college, or what have you. I feel like you're vested with this person, and you're just kind of like, oh, well, you know, it is what it is. And you can't move away from it. You can't kind of leave them in your past. There's issues, and you can't travel. So travel comes up again. You're having difficulties traveling. I think maybe you want to leave, you want to travel, you want to do things, and you're unable to do so, or you even doubt that you could do so, okay? You have a lot of baggage with this person, but you also have a lot vested with this person. And the Star card in reverse, which is the card of Aquarius, if that resonates, is you it's really starting to wear on you, okay? the Star card can be about losing faith and feeling uninspired. Some of you might be depressed and feel like you can't overcome the challenges that this person just presents to you. Remember we said we're unreasonable pressure or whatever, nothing is good enough. And I feel like it's really starting to wear down on you. You're starting to lose hope. You're starting to think, you know, is there any way I can kind of get out? And you just feel like you can't kind of come out of this. Can you please provide clarification on the Three of Wands? Why is the Three of Wands here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Three of Wands for Libras? And the challenge. For the challenge. Okay. The challenge is freeing yourself from this. And again, investments are coming up. Long-term investments, long-term commitments. Because you have money with this person, you have investment with this person, you have commitments with this person. So the Eight of Swords is speaking of one of your challenges, being free from this, liberating yourself from this. And it is part of it where, remember I said, how did I get into this? Why do I keep attracting these kind of people? Why am I in this situation? It's a pattern. It's an old pattern that you have. It's past ways that you do things that kind of have landed you in this situation. And then the challenge is freeing yourself from it, liberating yourself from it, not just this person, not just this situation, from just your own patterns. But you like your money too much. Or you just, again, you're just saying, I have a lot invested with this person, with the King of Pentacles, all right? The King of Pentacles is very long-term and you know, secure and reliable, and he's about wealth. And you might be providing this for this person. Okay, you might be the breadwinner, you might be that rock or whatever, and you don't necessarily feel like you can just like up and abandon this situation, this person, or you might have children that are relying on you, you know, for the money or for breadwinning. So the Judgment card is also here as in a challenge position, because you guys are having a hard time kind of assessing, kind of looking at why you're in this situation, judging yourself, and you aren't having the clarity, you aren't having the awakening that you need to have to release yourself. Okay, so this is a pattern that you guys seem to have. This is a situation you continually seem to get yourselves into, and you know, they're telling you what your challenges are. I mean, I can't always give you the answers. We're not here to always give you the answers. We're here to encourage you to look internally and try to figure out things on your own, because that's much more rewarding, or provide you with a path to kind of get there. So that's an internal thing. You guys will be able to answer those questions within. Can you please provide clarification on Nine of Wands? Why is the Nine of Wands here? Who is this person? What is this energy for Libras this January in regards to advice? Additional messages, please. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles in reversed. Five of Cups in reversed. Okay, I think what they're kind of saying here, so the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, they're both in reverse, and we have the Five of Cups for your reference. What I'm getting this, especially since this is the advice, is to realize things are not working. Okay, despite your best efforts for this to work out, whether it's a work situation, a friendship, a relationship, they just aren't working out. I mean, I feel like they want you to face that reality. Maybe that's why they want you to take that time off or that vacation, or, you know, because maybe you'll come to some of these conclusions that no matter how hard you try or how hard you try to please this person, this entity, it's not working. Okay, the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles tells me it's not going to work out. It's not working well. This is a poor, whatever this strategy is or this idea on how to work things, it's not working out, and that's something that you need to face. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse is telling you, you see there's no success, you see there's no progress, you see that it's affecting you, okay? You see that you're very limited in how you're thinking about this situation. That's why you kind of get stuck in these situations, I feel like. And, you know, they're telling you here, the advice is open your eyes. And the Five of Cups is about going separate ways with somebody. And yes, there's going to be regret, there's going to be sorrow, there's going to be disappointment. Yeah, you might feel like a failure. You failed because you did your best maybe to try to kind of to make this work. And yes, there's going to be financial setbacks, but they're telling you, you know, you need to open your eyes. Like with the Judgment card, you need to realize, you need to have this come to Jesus. This is not working, and no matter what you do, because sometimes it takes two people to make things work, and this person over here is not meeting you halfway. Okay, so you can't do all the work in regards to this. Again, whether it's a person, an entity, any kind of relationship or partnership, because it's a general reading, however it resonates to you. Can you please provide clarification? But the good news is we end on the Ace of Dragonflies, so that does indicate a new beginning as you move on from this reading. Can you please provide clarification on the Ace of Dragonflies? Why is the Ace of Dragonflies here? Who is this person? What is this energy? Okay, part of it is because you get counseling, you get therapy, you do take that time out, you do go on that vacation, you do carve a little time out for yourself to, you know, a period of seclusion where you can rest, you can regroup, you can think about, you can get those answers that we were talking about internally in order to figure things out. The Knight of Pentacles has you thinking. He's very pensive. He's thinking, he's holding his pentacle, and he's thinking about how he's going to proceed. So moving on for this reading, it has you thinking about what your plan's going to be moving forward. How are you going to operate differently? How are you going to attract different people? How are you going to get into different situations? What are the things, you know, assessing, like with the Judgment card, what are the things that got you in the situation that you got into? How is that going to change? And I see that. And the Ten of Wands here. But you're going to go on and you're going to continue to do more than you should. Okay? And I think that's part of the pattern here. And I think that's why they're showing this to you. Because the Ten of Wands is taking on way more than you need to take on. And I think the message is they're putting that here, going, yes, you're going to have a new beginning. But always have that reminder that people are responsible for themselves. You aren't responsible for other people. I mean, unless they're your children, of course. But you're not responsible for other adults. You're not responsible for making everything work. You're not the one that has to do all the work. Make sure you hand things off when you have to. Make sure you don't take on guilt that isn't yours. Because I do think that you guys are that type. You pick up all the sticks and they're sort of telling you, just keep it in mind that it's okay to work on something, but don't overdo it. Okay? Don't pick up more than your fair share of the load, and accept that. All right? This is saying, like, if someone hands you a bag of shit, you don't have to take it. I apologize for but you know, like someone walking up to you and saying, here's my bag of shit. You just like take it, and then they walk off, and you're like, why am I standing here with a bag of shit? It's kind of like that sort of philosophy. All right. So it looks like it's going to be really kind of a lot of self-discovery for you guys mid-January, for those of you that choose to do that. So yeah. All right. So if you would like a personal reading, consider one. Just send me an email. We can go ahead and set this up. Otherwise, I will see you guys in February for your love readings. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye, guys. Good luck.